I just want to make a quick warning before you watch this one. I'm testing out new audio options, and while typing, it sounds like I'm abusing my keyboard. So, yeah. Feel free to skip this one if it's too annoying, or don't if you like ASMR. And I just want to say my keyboard was not harmed in the making of this video. It's fine. Yeah, me and the keyboard are talking it over. It's okay. All right, what is going on? So recently, I've been kind of having a bit of a lack of motivation. You know, I got like exams coming up and a lot of assignments due. So I think today a good idea is we're gonna make a really passive aggressive sort of motivational website. So initially, I have an idea. We're gonna have a main page, and then we're gonna have a little a function like a file that returns just a random motivational quote at the top. And then we're gonna have a button that you can press that'll generate some like motivational advice, whatever, very passive aggressive. And then we're gonna have like a progress bar, just because. And I want to kind of make this like a bit educational on web development, because also I'm still learning this. I'm very much new to React and JavaScript, so I'm gonna be learning kind of alongside whoever's watching you watching this, dear viewer. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I've done all the boilerplate code, as you can see, and I've also I guess I vibe coded, you can call it, all the styles. It's a nice way of saying I put it all into ChatGPT. But yeah, so I have the React app running, so like npm start, and I'll just demonstrate here. Everything updates live, so I'll just do h1 hello. Yeah, look at that, live update. So I'm thinking we add a little thing at the top, so let's just say are probably doing okay. See, nice and passive aggressive. And then yeah, it just live updates. That's the beauty of ReactJS. So I guess first let's go into the get motivational quote, because I think that would be pretty funny. So here's just the div of the quote container that'll be returned to the home page when everything runs. So I'm thinking we just like get a list of quotes that can be generated. So I may be able to get ChatGPT to do that, but we'll do a quote array. So const quotes equals, and let's just throw in a ChatGPT. Oh, this is wonderful. Yo, why is it making that freaky face? I think ChatGPT wants me. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So I kind of have all the pseudocode written out on the side, so if you just see me typing, let's call it a script, if you will. So we're gonna use React use state to keep track of everything. So we'll do this. We'll do const and then quote and set quote is equal to use state, and we need an initial value whenever we call use states. We'll just use the first quote element, I guess. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm still very much learning all of this. I've never ever taken a server-side scripting class. The best I've taken is just like a basic HTML and CSS class like a while ago. So let's just make a function to generate the quote, and then we'll call that function in the div so that it updates. So let's do const, generate quote, and we're going to do an arrow function here. So that's the syntax. It's really weird. I don't know why not like that, like this. I don't know why the syntax is like that. Maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comments. So we'll do the random index. So we'll index from 0 to the length of the array, so we don't go to bounds. So we'll do math.floor, so it'll round down automatically. And we'll call math.random, which will return a value between 0 and 1. And then we'll multiply this by passive aggressive quotes dot length. And then we're gonna set the quote to quotes, or passive aggressive quotes, at that random index. Very, very simple. And then all we'll do is we'll do a little p element, and we just pass this use state quote value into this p. And then again, what we'll do is we'll just make a little button here, and we'll say get new quote, and on click we will call the function generate new quote. So essentially what this will do, and I'll demonstrate it here. So look at this. Here's our quote, like our initial quote. And we'll just press get new quote. And look at that. It'll generate us a new quote. So kind of, I bet you can, it's pretty easy to understand how it works. So there's the current state of what quote it's in, and this is the initial state. And then this function will update this, and every time that you click this button, it'll call this function, which will update everything. So there we go. And then this entire function here, function motivational quote, is passed into our home page here, so that it's automatically displayed. So it's kind of wonderful. Next, we're going to do the progress bar. So the idea for this is that it's just going to be like a motivational bar that'll increase when you click it, I guess. We'll make it very simple. So again, we're going to do use state. So we'll say const progress, and then set progress is equal to use state 0. So this 0 here is, yeah, so we're going to be using like an integer value to track our progress. So this 0, again, is just the initial value. We're starting at a progress of 0. And then we'll make a new function to increase the progress. And we'll use the weird, funky arrow function syntax, if I can type it. So if progress is less than 100, then we will set the progress plus 5. So yeah, it'll just increase the progress if it's less than 100. We don't want it to be over 100 because, you know, that shouldn't happen. And we'll just make a little header. And we'll just say your progress. We'll be sarcastic, I guess. And then we're going to make a quick little div for our progress bar. The style. So basically, we're going to edit the width of this every time this function is called. So yeah, basically this syntax here, class name progress bar, that's just the style. And then this style here is just inline styling. So what it's going to do is going to set the width of this progress bar to the percentage of this progress. If you can kind of understand it, I'll make a little button here so I can kind of demonstrate it. So we'll do button on click equals increase progress, and then increase your progress. Yeah, nice and sarcastic. So let's load it here. So look at this, increase your progress, I guess. And we'll click and look here, a little progress bar. And now it kind of looks like crap, and I can fix that later. But yeah, look at this. And it can't go over 100. And we can also add a function to be like, oh, if it reaches 100, then it's like, yay, yippee, whatever. But yeah, that's just a quick progress bar. I already feel motivated, I'm gonna be honest. So next we are gonna do a get advice thing. So it's pretty much it's gonna be very similar to the motivational quote where you click a button and it'll give you some advice. So we'll just kind of do that really quickly. So we'll do const advice set advice equals use state. And then for like a use state for a text thing, you just want to do, oh, I typed it in the completely wrong spot. Never mind. Yeah, don't put the use state stuff in the return value. That's some expert advice. There we go. Look at that. So yeah, there we go. So we'll just do a quick use state, whatever. Yeah, look at this. Isn't it wonderful? So here's a bunch of bad advice. Dear viewer, similar to when I implemented BOGO sort, don't follow this advice. Please take care of yourself. Your health is important. Take it from me. So we'll do, again, the math.floor thing that we did in progress bar. So math.floor, and then math.random, which will give us our 0 to 1 value, and then we multiply it with good advice dot length, so we don't go to bounds. Again, similar to what we just did, we are going to do, we'll do another H3, generate some amazing advice. And then we'll do a button, and then on click is give advice. Oh, I just realized I didn't throw this into a function. Const give advice. It'd be very helpful if this was in a function. So yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, this needs to be in a function. So we'll do give advice. We need to actually display the advice. So we're just gonna put the advice variable in a paragraph p element right here. So that'll actually be displayed. And look at that. The key to happiness is lowering your standards to rock bottom. If you don't know the answer, just say it confidently and no one will question you. The best way to solve a problem is to ignore it until it goes away. Very, very well said, ChatGPT. Thank you so much for this advice. Also, I misspelled progress. So yeah, this is a very quick website on motivation. Like, this should keep you motivated. I've been stressing about my exams and all that recently, and yeah. Also, I'm going to give you a pro tip that's probably very frowned upon in industry. Anytime I write code, I'm very lazy and I absolutely hate CSS. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I cannot stand styling stuff. Like, I don't have a brain for it. So what I do is I'll just give ChatGPT my code. So, you know what? We're going to do that right now. So I'm going to say, can you generate me some styling for my epic website? Yeah. So really, I'm lazy and I just can't stand styling. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take all the styling it gave us. I'm gonna get rid of this boilerplate garbage, and boom, and it goes. And let's just see what it comes up with. Yeah, look at that. This is pretty, yeah, see, ChatGPT styling is not bad. The coloring is off, but like that's super easy to fix. And it took me, what, like a minute? And it would have taken me probably an hour otherwise. So I always do my styling. Like, if you're learning, you probably shouldn't do it like this. I know when I was learning, there wasn't really ChatGPT, wasn't really a thing. But yeah, essentially that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I think I'm gonna be vibe coding again soon because that was a lot of fun last time. Or maybe I'll increase on the Minesweeper thing. I have no idea, but I have a lot of good ideas. We'll definitely keep developing this because this was actually pretty funny. So yeah, take it easy, and see you in the next one.